After we have finished our block out of the upper part of the command area, we are going to make the bottom part. So we are going to start with a simple cube and we are going to model the general shape of the block out. So if you are happy with your shape, you can easily go to the next part. So you're going to add some further details and blocking some more of the command area. So sometimes I have just to readjust our block out to prevent some further holes in the final object. So if you're just encountering some problems with some big holes, go and readjust your block out a little bit and you're good to go here. Alright guys, so after finishing this detail, I have just to say sorry for the problem with no audio on the previous two videos. On this point you have the normal commentary and it should be all as always. So for the part here we have just to add some holding bars. So first of all I'm just going to add a cube here, and as always just put it aside, add a mirror modifier, make it smaller. And this object is just a cube scaled and with some beveled edges like that, and it's finished, I would say. So this detail, so first of all you have just to make it a little bit smaller, so like that, and this detail is right in here and with the z-axis, so it has all four. So we go up like that, and we have just to rotate it by, maybe I'm just orientating on this cylinder here, so we have to rotate it by 60 degrees, and it's good here. Alright, so with that we are going just inside, or maybe not inside because it's just resting above of this detail here of this cylinder. A little bit more, so it's this one here. Yep, that's looking good. And that's it for that. So with the high poly, before we're going to start with the high poly, I would say, we are going to start as the beginning with this here. So in here we have just made another detail, so I'm going to isolate the view, and that's the stuff in here is, yeah, it's rather easy, but we have just to do some major stuff here. First of all, I'm just going to separate here this face, and with this face we can just extrude it down about this height. I'm going to hide the other one because we have to do some major adjustment here. I'm going to first of all select both faces, inset them. So like that, that's a good point here. I'm going to delete the faces. Now we can just bridge the edge loops here. And now you can just select all the faces here, the edges here, bevel them about the amount of size you want to cut away. So I'm going to delete here the faces, and now we can just close that. So we have this detail here. I'm going to unhide the rest, and you can just see what we have here. But I think I just cut it a little bit too much, so I'm going to undo that quick. So we do that, maybe that's fairly enough. And now we can close that. Alright, now with this detail here, I'll go back into isolated view, it's better. We have to add additional details here, so I'm going to just select this edge here so we can bevel that. And this way. And that's looking fine. Alright, done this. We have to do some other adjustment here because we're going to make now a little bit more of the high poly. On my reference I have here some other details going on. So for the additional detail here, I'm going to put one edge loop on every detail here. Then we can just select them. And now with that, bevel that and add one cut. Like that. Now we can select all the edges here, and with that you can just bevel them again with 0 cuts. And now it's important that you go up here to individual origins, and with that selected you can just insert that. Down here you see what's doing. Alright. That's fine. I'm going to hide that for a second because it's bothering me. Up here you see we have a problem, but as you see we don't really see the upper part here or the part down here, so it's fairly enough. It's fairly good. So don't you have to do nothing here, but if you want to, you can simply select the upper half here So to make it maybe yeah, a little bit cleaner, I would say. So we have to select them a little bit in a different way. So let's maybe just select here these parts. Yeah, we need only the faces up here, so just deselect them. And let's see if we grab them down like that. That's fine. And we have obviously the same thing on the back, so just make it clean, maybe it would be better to prevent some major issue later on. So you can go to normal here just to scale it along the normals. And you're good to go here. So I just want to add some additional detail in here. So just in case some player is looking very, very close to this object. So we have just to go back to individual origins and back to global. And now we can just insert that and extrude it inside